uh, uh, when you open it for the first time, it takes some time. After that, for the second time opening, it is fast actually. So what happens? Actually, I am going to my file and I open, okay, from any folder, okay, whatever be the folder. Personally, what I do, I suggest you that I create two folders. If you follow this thing, I think it will be better for you. Say I create one user folder. So this is the user folder. I think you can see this thing now. So if I open it, you'll see that two folders I have created. One is the Proteus user, say this one, where all Proteus application file will be dumped. Another one is Arduino user, where all the Arduino application will be done. Clear? So that is this particular thing we are doing it. Proteus user and Arduino user. So once we do it, now if I open Proteus user, you'll see that I have created another folder, hex file. Why it is that? Actually, when I run any program in the Arduino environment, in the Arduino IDE, some hex file will be generated. That hex file actually is created inside the Arduino user. Okay. Now from that I make a copy paste to the hex file. I make a just 1 minute. Please wait 1 minute. Just 1 minute. এখানে যা আছে ওরা তাই দেখতে পাচ্ছে। দেখাও স্ক্রিন শেয়ারিং মোড আছে। আছে মাইক অন আছে। এই কটাই আর এইটা করে নে দুবার। Okay, let's start. So I just copy hex file within that particular folder. I'll show you, no problem. Now first I close it. Now I open the Arduino IDE. Okay, now so some program is actually written where you see the port A is actually is configured within the setup. It is configured in the as an output port. Okay, and we are sending in the beginning some zero, that is zero value to all the pins of port A. Now in a loop program, actually first we are throwing our something 5 hex. 5 why 5? 5 means 01010101 5. Then we wait for 500 millisecond, and again we write 0 AA hex. 0x A means 1010. 5 means 0101 and A means 1010. Then again a 500 millisecond another interval, another delay. So it means all the ports will be altering its status 0101 0101 to 1010 1010. So they will be alternatively just 0101. So if we connect on LED, it will be blinking. Okay, it will be blinking in an alternate manner. So that is our program. Then what we do in the sketch, I will write just export compiled binary. When we click this one, the hex file that is created in the background will be actually coming in the forefront, and in my Arduino folder actually that will be generated. Means whenever, so just when I am showing you, so whenever I go to the user, Arduino user, so when we write a program, so some program, anything there, okay, some hex file is created, this first hex file. Okay, just wait 1 minute. হ্যাঁ তাড়াতাড়ি বলো, ক্লাসে আছি। আচ্ছা পরে কথা বলছি এখন থাক ক্লাসটা নিয়ে। So what happens? So some hex file will be created here, two hex files, but one hex file which is with bootloader. You see the name of the file .ino with bootloader dot something hex. Ignore this hex file. Only the hex file that is without bootloader name. You copy this thing. Where it will be copied? You copy it to some other folder anywhere. So what I do personally, I create Proteus user. They are within the hex file. I have copied it. Why? Because once I copy it, that hex file will be linked with my Proteus application. That will be linked with my Proteus application. In this manner, our Arduino IDE and Proteus software, they will remain separated. So if there is any update coming in future for both of the Proteus and Arduino, the updating of one software will not harm the other one, because the hex file within the Arduino environment is not linked with the Proteus software. I have copied that hex file to somewhere else, and then I am linking that file with the Proteus. That is a better way. You may follow this thing, you may not, but that is a better method. That's why I'm giving it to you. Okay. So I have taken that, copied it to that particular some different location. Now what happens? Now in the Arduino folder, I am just clicking this verify. This is the verify or compile. So if you click it, there you'll see that there will be a message of compilation done. I already told you in the theory class, you already know. Okay, after that some hex file will be created. Now once the hex file is created, the job is over. We need not do anything here. So I close it. Okay, so I close it, and now I go to the Proteus software. The Proteus is here. This one is the Proteus software. I double click it. So something is coming here. Then I just go to a new project. A new project. I click it here. You can create some existing one. Now the name is new project. I just make a change here. So I write SAMP2, sample, SAMP2. The extension is same, PDSP urges, no change. It is a new project. Okay. And it is saved in that folder. I already created C, not C. Actually, I write it in the F. It is in the F. Then I write it user. User, Proteus user. So there I just write select folder. So F user, Proteus user. In my destination folder now, that SAMP2 dot project file will be saved. Now I go to next. Do not create a schematic. No. The second option, you have to click it. So second one, once you click the second one, the default will be highlighted. No problem. Proceed with that one. Next. Then do not create a PCB layout. Yes, you need not create any layout. Next. No firmware project. Yes, no firmware required. Next. So now it is a project summary. There is a tick in the schematic. Tick in the schematic and no other tick in any other part. Finish. So once you finish it, now we are getting a screen, some grid. Now some part of the grid is under some blue rectangle, blue square or rectangle, something like. This is your workspace. You have to insert your application components. Now first I want to invoke the Atmega 2560 microcontroller. So go to this P means product. If you click it, you will get it. Note that this is actually by default, this arrow, it is our default zone of component zone. It is selected. There is another zone, this one. This is the terminal mode. Different type of terminal like ground terminal, power terminal, these are present here. By default, this is actually highlighted. Which?
তারের মধ্যে বই 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 এবার বলেছে তুই কি করেছ কার্ডটাকে টেবিলে খুঁজে
So actually I click P product, click. Once you click P, some another window opens. You type your thing, your microcontroller, Atmega, ATMEGA, Atmega. Different Atmega is coming. Now write 2560 Atmega, this particular model. Click it. Once you click it, Atmega 2560. Okay. Then go to OK. Okay, now click. Just click at some corner. Just it's now place it. Click. Coming again. Click. So now I am clicking it in the right side. So that is the Atmega. Now the thing is, you need not do anything. What you have to do, you have to bring some more icon, some more items. That is, we want to get LED. So I go to P, type LED, LED. Different LEDs are coming. There are immense source, different types. So just I click LED dash hyphen. Once hyphen, different thing is there. Say I am creating say LED blue, LED green, LED red, LED yellow. Say I am clicking LED yellow. Okay, in the manual it is given LED red. Say I am writing LED yellow. Okay, so I am clicking it 8 times. Okay, so one, so write it one, then okay, two, then I write it here 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. এখন ক্লাসে আছি, পরে ফোন করছি। Now the thing is, then we have to invoke some resistance because LED must be connected through some resistance. Okay, so P, click P, then type res, RES. Some resistance is there, resistance. Then okay. So I click it somewhere here. So one resistance, then second one, third one, fourth one, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. Right? Now I want to take the ground terminal. Where the ground terminal will be here, the terminal mode. So here, terminal mode. By default, this mode with the arrow selection mode is there. So that is the this one is there. Terminal mode. Click it. Once you click, you'll get different type of thing. Now click ground. Once you click ground, this ground is coming. Now you just paste it. Double click. One. Okay, again. Just click twice. Just click twice. Okay. Complete. Now you have to go for wiring. Simple for wiring, you need not do anything. Just click on the terminal in at the end of one wire. Click, then bring it again. Connect. Again click. Now I click it after rotation. Just I am just make a bending. Then click. I am connecting it to port A. Port A0, PA0. Port A0. Then connect it to the ground also other end. Here also to the other end I connect. I am doing it once more because some of you may have some problem. That's why. So it is very easy to connect actually. Then again, just the connection. Then next one, things are almost complete. Two more remaining. And the last one. It's done. Now what we'll do, now click on the value. Just value is 10K. 10K is quite high resistance, so LED will not glow. Just change it to some value. You may change it to 100 ohm, 200 ohm, 300 ohm, something like. So just I'm writing 100 ohm, the value, just on the value. But if you don't click it on the value, you click it just on the component, no problem. Then also you'll get the values at some different type of window. So you have to make a change here. Don't worry, things are same. Either you can click it on the square shaped component, or you can click it on the value itself. Okay, so I'm clicking again on the value, so just 100. So again, the last one. So things are ready. Once it is ready, now our next thing is that our hex file must be linked with that particular uh, model of Atmega 2560 microcontroller. So click on it, just click. Once you click, it becomes red colored. Okay, just sorry. So if you simply click it again, then you'll get some program file is there. Something is left blank. This program file, one folder icon is shown. Click on the folder icon. Okay, I again just close it. I just do it again. Again, click it. Just you have to click twice. Then the program file will come, a folder. Click on the folder. Now just go to the hex file. Some hex file is already there. It was copied there. I click it and then open. So now you see the hex file is now, its name is filling the space. Then write OK. Once it is OK, it's ready. Click outside, things the color will go. Now you can click on the program, run option. It's at the bottom left corner. Run option is in the bottom left corner. Clear? So it is in the bottom left. So I run it. Once you run it, now the LED will glow. It's on now. See the color of 4 LEDs change now. Now it is changing. Again, again. See, this way it will go on. But one thing you may ask the question, some of you asked also indirectly in the group, that the things are changing but quite slowly. Yes. In your program, how much delay you have introduced? So as per our application, we have introduced 500 millisecond. So it should blink faster, 500 millisecond. But it is not 500 millisecond. It is of the order of second actually. It is because since it is a simulation mode, things are not working practically. Okay, so in the software environment, some more background program is running to keep the model running. Some more background program is running to keep the model in working condition, to keep the model in dynamic working condition. Some DLL files are running, dynamic link library files are running. So it takes some time to run those files, those applications. That's why the actual program overhead is somewhat more than the time that we specify in that thing. So you can make it faster just by reducing the time, just by reducing the time. Instead of giving 500 millisecond, if you give 100 millisecond, you'll see that it will be much faster. Not like 100 millisecond exactly, uh, much more than 100 millisecond, but at least it will speed up. Get my point? It will speed up. So now I close this, I stop it. So I stop it, now things are stopping. Now many more things you can add here. Say if you want to add switch, so what happens? Sorry, I close it. It is actually in the terminal mode. So again you have to click it to that selection mode. Once you click it, not selection, you have to go to the component mode, this one. Component mode you have to select component mode. Now things are ultimately you are back in that thing. Now again what happens, you can, if you go to P after clicking component mode, if you click P, and then now you can add some more thing. If you type switch, some switch, so different switches are there. So different switches are there. So you can uh, select some switch. Different type of actually switches are there. Say some different type of switches are there. We can click anywhere. So this is a V switch, means a voltage control switch. Okay. Or here this switch is a basic switch RT switch. So, okay. So if you click it, you can get RT switch also somewhere here. Just wait. Some thyristor is here. You see SCR, silicon controlled rectifier. SCR is there. In power electronics application, that is very much required. So different type of other things, SCR diodes, many other things are there. Okay. So this is our RT switch. So this is our RT switch. Okay. So if you press OK, some switch will come here. Okay. So you can connect that switch. Okay, you can connect that particular switch here. Now if you run it, obviously it will not run, it will give some error. It may give some error. It will not work because nothing is connected there. So if you click and just press delete, it will be deleted. So different other switches you can search. There are other type of switches I can show you. Switch, just I type. So this switch, if you close it, okay. Okay. So by default, some switch will be there, some other. So this is a switch. So this is a switch coming. You can connect it there. Many other type. Again, I can just show some more thing. So it is just if you close it. Just 1 minute. You're deleting it. If you want, if you type some display, some you can have some display of 7-segment display, any other LED display, say 7-segment display, different type of 7-segment display, you can find it out. There are different YouTube videos available, different net things are available in the net. You can search, you can find out. If you search Proteus 8 application, Proteus 8 schematic, Proteus 8 circuit, okay, or how to run Proteus, something different way you can give the search, you can give, you can get different type of application. So different type of displays there. So these are 14 segment displays there. If you click it, 14 segment, there are 7-segment displays also available. Say 7-segment displays available here. Okay, different type of 7-segment display is there. Different type of things you can get it. Different models, its descriptions are there. Many other thing is there. Okay. So now I can give you one assignment. I will give you formally also. Not now. You need not do it now. But before that, tell me if there is any doubt or any other question from your part. তোমাদের যদি কোনো কোশ্চেন বা কোনো কিছু ডাউট থাকে আগে সেটা আমায় জিজ্ঞেস করে নাও, তারপরে আমি আর ক্লাসটা খুব বেশিক্ষণ নেওয়ার কিছু নেই, আমি শেষ করে দেবো, তোমাদের অ্যাসাইনমেন্টও দিয়ে দেবো আর কি, ঠিক আছে? কিন্তু তার আগে যদি তোমাদের কিছু জিজ্ঞেস করার থাকে, ইফ ইউ হ্যাভ এনিথিং টু আস্ক মি প্লাস টেল মি।
হ্যালো স্যার।
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ
স্যার বলছিলাম যখন আরডুইনোতে প্রোগ্রামটা করছিলাম তখন ডিডিআরএ ওয়াজ নট ডিফাইন্ড এরকম একটা মেসেজ দেখাচ্ছিল, যার জন্য
কি ডিফাইন না,
ডিটিআরএ মানে পোর্ট এটা আমি ইউজ করতে পারিনি তখন। তো ওটা ওই প্রবলেমটা কি করে সলভ করবো একটু বলবেন? আমি পোর্ট সিটা ইউজ করেছি যার জন্য।
হ্যাঁ একই ব্যাপার, পোর্ট সি ইউজ করলেও তুমি আগে পোর্ট সিটাকে কনফিগার করে নিয়েছিলে, আগে ডিডিআরসি তে তুমি 0xF এ পাঠিয়েছিলে।
মানে একই রকম ভাবেই করেছি, কিন্তু ওরা পোর্ট এটা নিচ্ছিল না আরডুইনোতে।
এক মিনিট
আমার সেম প্রবলেমটা ছিল,
হ্যাঁ
আমার সেম প্রবলেমটা ছিল, আমার সেটা ফিক্স হয়েছে হচ্ছে ওখানে অপশনস থেকে 80 মেগা 2560 টাকে সিলেক্ট করতে হয়েছিল, তার আগে অন্য একটা কন্ট্রোলার সিলেক্টেড ছিল।
আচ্ছা
ও আচ্ছা, তুমি অন্য কিছু একটা, তার মানে ওটা চলে এসেছিল নাকি?
আচ্ছা সেটা হতে পারে, আমি দেখবো।
টুলস
সেটা একটু দেখে নাও তাহলে।
উপরে
thank you,
যেখানে
sir.
টুলস আছে সেই টুলস এর নিচে ওখানে বোর্ড, সেই বোর্ডে ওখানে আরডুইনো মেগাটাকে সিলেক্ট করতে হয়েছিল।
ও উপরে টুলসে, মানে এইখানে আমি যাচ্ছি, দেখো এইখানে কি এই টুলসে?
না স্যার, আরডুইনোর
না স্যার,
ইন্টারফেস
আরডুইনো।
ও ও আচ্ছা আচ্ছা, রাইট রাইট, হ্যাঁ আমি তোমাদের এটা বলে
ফার্স্ট ডে স্যার সেটিং করতে হবে।
হ্যাঁ 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 রাইট রাইট রাইট, এটা আমি লিখেও দিয়েছিলাম তোমাদের।
হ্যাঁ ওটা তো
দেখবে
লেখাও ছিল ম্যানুয়ালে।
ম্যানুয়ালে লেখা ছিল না, আমি লিখে রেখেছিলাম,
হ্যাঁ
এটা
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ
আমি
লেখা
আমি
ছিল।
দেখাচ্ছি তোমাদের, দাঁড়াও আরেকবার তাও বাকিদের জন্য বলে দিই। হোয়াট ইজ দ্য প্রবলেম? ইউ হ্যাভ টু গো টু টুলস, দেন বোর্ড, go to board and select Arduino Mega. Again in the processor ATmega 2560. Actually, if you select board, the processor will be automatically selected. Processor is ATmega 2560, automatically selected. So first you have to, in the very beginning, before running this Arduino program, you have to select this particular board. Otherwise, the hex file will be created for other type of board. Okay. Right. Thank you. Actually, এটা আমি লিখেও দিয়েছিলাম। আমি আবারও বলছি, যারা এটা এখনো যদি কেউ থেকে থাকো, if there is anyone remaining who are not able to do these things successfully, please start from the very beginning just by reading this manual carefully. ম্যানুয়ালটাকে কেয়ারফুলি রিড করবে, করে একবার করে পড়বে আর একবার করে করবে। এরকম ভাবে করো পাশে রেখে, তাহলে দেখবে কোনো ভুল হবে না। ম্যানুয়ালটা ফলো করলে, আমি তোমাদের এটা আমি নিজেই তৈরি করে দিয়েছি অনেক সাবধানে একটু একটু করে, যাতে তোমরা ঠিক মতো করতে পারো। চেষ্টা করেছি যতটা সম্ভব ঠিক মতো করে করার। আচ্ছা, যাই হোক, আর কিছু এনি আদার কোশ্চেন, এনিথিং? আর কিছু নেই? তাহলে আমি ধরে নিচ্ছি তোমরা এটা করতে পারছো। আমি প্রথম দিন খুব বেশি কিছু দেবো না, জাস্ট। আচ্ছা, আরেকটা জিনিস আমি তোমাদের বলে নি তার আগে, দাঁড়াও।
হ্যালো স্যার,
হ্যাঁ, বলো।
বলছিলাম স্যার যে ডিলেটাকে যদি হচ্ছে ওই চেঞ্জ করতে চাই, তো ওই আরডুইনো আইডি তে গিয়ে ওটাকে
একদম।
স্যার হচ্ছে একবার হচ্ছে ওই চেঞ্জ করে হেক্স ফাইলটা যে কপি করে নেবো আরেকবার, তো
হ্যাঁ, তোমাকে প্রথমে ঠিক বলেছো, আগে ওখানে তোমার ওই ডিলে মিলি সেকেন্ডের ভ্যালুটাকে চেঞ্জ করতে হবে, তারপর ওটাকে কম্পাইল করতে হবে।
হ্যাঁ
You
ইয়েস
have to
স্যার,
compile it, then
হ্যাঁ
the hex file will be created for that new value, new delay value. Then you have to copy it to
Yes,
some
sir.
other folder. Then
ইয়েস স্যার।
it will be done automatically.
মানে প্রোটিয়াসের যে সবটাই তো যে একই থাকবে, জাস্ট ওখানে ওই মানে ওই যে ফোল্ডারটা করার সময় তো ওই হেক্স ফাইলটাকে পেস্ট করতে হবে, তাই তো? মানে
হ্যাঁ, কিন্তু একটা জিনিস, পেস্ট তুমি যখন আবার নতুন করে পেস্ট করছো আগেরটাকে ইরেজ করে,
হ্যাঁ
that time it may be delinked also. I am not sure, to check it. So that time you may find that when you come back to the Proteus, that space may be auto deleted because you have modified the file. That's why I am not sure, it may happen. Actually, I cannot remember right now. That is the thing. So you have to, before running, you have to check whether that particular folder is really present, the name is really present or not. You have to check it. At least
Okay.
for once you have to check. অন্তত একবার চেক করতে হবে, কারণ যখনই তুমি ওটাকে মডিফাই করে দেবে, তখন কাপলিংটা থাকবে কিনা আমি বলতে পারছি না।
না, ওটা তো আমি অন্য মানে আরেকটা যে ফাইল থেকে তো যে কপি করেছি, আমি তো মানে যে ডিরেক্ট ওই
কিন্তু সেই ফাইলে
arduino.ino থেকে তো করছি না, তো সেক্ষেত্রে এটা
না করছো না ঠিক, কিন্তু তুমি যখনই ওটাকে পেস্ট করে ওভাররাইট করছো, তোমাকে তো ওই অন্য একটা ফোল্ডারে আবার নতুন করে নতুন ফাইল হেক্স ফাইলটাকে পেস্ট করছো। যখনই নতুন ফাইলটাকে পেস্ট করছো, আগের ফাইলটাকে তো ওভাররাইট করে নতুন ফাইল এসে গেল, তখন এইটাকে মানে ডিলিট করে দিচ্ছে কি দিচ্ছে না একবার শুধু চেক করে নেবে। যদি দেখো যে ওটা একই রয়ে যাচ্ছে, তাহলে তো কোনো প্রবলেমই নেই। সেটা একবার তোমাদের একটু দেখে নিতে হবে প্রথমবার।
ওকে স্যার।
হ্যাঁ, ব্যাস এই হচ্ছে ব্যাপার। আর কিছু? আজকের সেশনটা কিন্তু এইটাই, যে তোমাদের সমস্ত ডাউটস যা থাকবে সেগুলোকে মোটামুটি করা, আর আমি আমার যেটুকু বলার বলে দেওয়া, তারপর তো এরপর ব্যাপারটা চলতে থাকবে। তারপরে আমার আরো কিছু বলার আছে, সেটা আমি বলছি। ঠিক আছে, আর কিছু না তাহলে কারণ? আচ্ছা, আমি আরো দু একটা জিনিস বলে দিই। ধরো তুমি এখানে আবার যাচ্ছি, ইউ আর গোয়িং টু দ্যাট পার্টিকুলার থিং, ইউ টাইপ 8085. If you type 8085, you see that no 8085 microprocessor is here. This is really surprising that our 8085 microprocessor is not here. But if you want to run application for 8051 microcontroller is there. Okay, 8051 microcontroller, you will get different things of 8051 microcontroller. Just I'm showing you 80C51 actually. This is 80C51. Okay, so there are many other, so lot of applications are actually there. Only thing is that 8085 is not here. Oh, so microprocessor ICs, if we collect, there are 80C applications, 5 ones are there. 8086 is there. 8049 is there, but not 8085. This is really amazing what that is happening. 8086 is there. So again we start. So 8085 was not there, that I was about to say. There are, I think we have studied 8279 programmable keyboard interrupt controller, 825979, all such things you'll get it. 8051, 8251, different type of things, ICs you will get here. Okay, different ICs you will get it. So a lot of things actually you can get it. So you have to explore things. I will go on giving you different assignments one after another. First assignment that I will give you, that okay, although I will just give you formally through your WhatsApp program group, in the WhatsApp group, still I'm saying verbally that you have to connect switch and LED. One thing. So once we press a switch, some LED will glow. Okay. And when we open the switch, LED will be off. So the switch will be connected to one port pin and LED will be connected to another port pin. So microcontroller will read the switch status through one pin, and according to the status of the pin, it will turn on other pin where LED is connected. It will turn on or off other pin where LED is connected. So that's how the status of the switch will be transferred to the LED. That will be your next application, first program. Then you have to connect LED. Okay, and note one more thing, that your switch must be connected in the through the pull-up resistor. Your switch must be connected to pull-up resistor. Please note down this thing. Although I will give you the formal problem statement in your WhatsApp. Okay. So your switch will be connected through some pull-up resistor. Okay. And power sub, so that you already know how we can connect it through a pull-up resistor. And your LED, there will be two LEDs connected to two different pins. One LED will be connected just like this through a resistance, and another LED will be connected through a transistor. One NPN transistor or PNP transistor. Normally we prefer NPN transistor because it is mostly used for that particular application. So one LED will be connected to NPN transistor. Get my point? Okay. So that's all about our things. If there is anything, I will write formally. Okay, within, I think by today I will give you the formal statement. And one more thing, after you have done anything successfully, you have to keep the final screenshot of your worked out example. That is important. You have to prepare a report finally. How we will prepare the report, I will tell you. You have to preserve your program. You have to preserve the screenshot. Okay. You have to attach those screenshot of Proteus application, and you have to write your keep your program dumped in any particular folder, maybe in the Arduino folder sufficient. I will tell you how to write the report, not now. You have to write everything and you have to grab the screenshot. Then finally you have to send it as a PDF file to a particular destination mail ID that I will tell you later, not now. Okay. So any other thing, any question? কারো কিছু জিজ্ঞেস করার আছে? নেই। তাহলে আজকে এই পর্যন্ত। ঠিক আছে? তাহলে আমি ক্লোজ করে দিচ্ছি নাকি কার কিছু বলার আছে? নেই। ঠিক আছে, আমি ফর্মালি প্রবলেম স্টেটমেন্টটা তোমাদের আজকে লিখে পাঠিয়ে দেবো হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ গ্রুপে। ওকে।